What if I told you you could build an entire business team without paying salaries upfront? Sounds crazy, right? But what if I also told you that thousands of talented designers, developers, video editors, marketers, and virtual assistants are actively looking for the right opportunity, not just another job? The biggest mistake most people make is believing they need a huge budget before they can start a business. They think, first I need money, then I'll hire a team, then I'll launch my business. But what if I told you there's another way, a smarter way, a strategy that many successful entrepreneurs use to build their teams before they have the money to pay full-time salaries? And the best part? If you are living in the UK, USA, Canada, Australia, or anywhere in Europe, you already have one of the biggest advantages most people don't even realize. In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use that advantage to build a skilled business team through a smart revenue sharing model without paying salaries upfront. Let's get started. Let's be honest. Every day, thousands of people dream about starting an online business. They have great ideas. They have motivation. Some even have the skills, but they never take the first step. Why? Because they believe starting a business is expensive. They think they need a graphic designer, a video editor, a web developer, a social media manager, a copywriter, and maybe even a virtual assistant. Then they start calculating the costs. A designer wants a monthly salary. A developer wants a monthly salary. A marketer wants a monthly salary. Before they even launch their business, they feel like they need thousands of dollars just to build a team. So what happens? They postpone their dream. They wait until they have more money. Then they wait a little longer. And unfortunately, many great business ideas never get started because people believe they need a big budget before they can build a great team. But here's the truth. The problem isn't that you don't have enough money. The problem is that you're using the wrong hiring strategy. In the next section, I'll show you a smarter approach that can help you build a team without carrying the burden of paying salaries from day one. Every successful business starts with one decision: to stop waiting and start building. So if you've been waiting for the perfect time to launch your business, maybe today is the day you take the first step. Now, here's something that most people never think about. If you're living in the UK, the USA, Canada, Australia, or anywhere in Europe, you already have an advantage that millions of talented people around the world don't. You have access to stronger markets. You have access to international clients. You have access to business opportunities that many skilled professionals can only dream of. Now let's look at the other side. Across Asia and many other parts of the world, there are countless talented designers, developers, video editors, marketers, and other skilled professionals. Many of them are highly qualified. Many of them work incredibly hard. But one thing is missing: opportunity. They don't need someone to teach them their skill. They need someone who can help them turn that skill into real business opportunities. Now imagine combining these two worlds. On one side, you have access to opportunity. On the other side, someone has the skills to help build the business. When opportunity meets talent, something powerful happens. Instead of thinking like an employer looking for employees, start thinking like an entrepreneur looking for business partners. That small shift in mindset can completely change the way you build your business. And that's exactly where the strategy in this video begins.
So, how do you actually build a team without paying salaries up front? The answer is simple. Don't start by looking for employees. Start by looking for partners. Here's how it works. Instead of offering a fixed monthly salary from day one, you offer a revenue-sharing partnership. In simple words, you tell people, we're building a real business together. Right now, we're investing our time and effort. As the business starts generating revenue, everyone will receive their agreed share. This approach immediately changes the conversation. You're no longer asking someone to work for free. You're inviting them to become part of something that has the potential to grow. Of course, this isn't for everyone. Some people only want a guaranteed monthly salary, and that's completely fine. But others are willing to take calculated risks if they believe in the vision, the business model, and the people behind it. Those are the people you're looking for. The key is to be completely transparent. Never promise guaranteed income. Never exaggerate your business. Clearly explain the plan, the responsibilities, and exactly how the revenue-sharing model works. When people understand the opportunity and trust your vision, you'll be surprised how many talented professionals are willing to grow with you instead of simply working for you. That's the difference between building a team and building a mission. Now, the big question is, where do you actually find these people? The first platform I recommend is LinkedIn. Why? Because LinkedIn is full of professionals who are actively looking for opportunities, networking, and career growth. Create a hiring post that clearly explains what you're building. Tell people about your vision, explain the type of business you're launching, mention the skills you're looking for, and invite interested professionals to apply. But don't stop there. You can also post in professional Facebook groups, startup communities, and freelancer groups where skilled people are already looking for projects and long-term opportunities. The goal isn't to get hundreds of applications. The goal is to attract the right people. When someone applies, don't immediately start talking about money. Start by explaining your vision. Show them the opportunity. Help them understand where the business is going. If they believe in your vision, then explain your revenue-sharing model honestly and professionally. You'll quickly notice something interesting. The people who are only looking for a paycheck will leave, but the people who are excited about building something meaningful will stay. And those are usually the people who help build successful businesses. Once people start applying, don't rush to hire them. This is one of the biggest mistakes new entrepreneurs make. Remember, you're not just looking for skilled people. You're looking for people who believe in the same vision. Start the conversation by introducing yourself and your business idea. Tell them what problem you're trying to solve. Explain where you want to take the business over the next 1, 2, or even 5 years. Then ask them about themselves. What skills do they have? What projects have they worked on? Why are they interested in joining your startup? Now comes the most important part. Be completely honest. Tell them this is a revenue-sharing partnership. Explain that there isn't a fixed salary at the beginning. Instead, everyone grows together as the business grows. If someone isn't comfortable with that model, respect their decision. Not everyone is the right fit, and that's okay. Your goal isn't to convince everyone. Your goal is to find the few people who truly believe in the opportunity. One committed partner is often more valuable than 5 employees who are only there for a paycheck. Build your team slowly. Choose people with the right attitude, strong communication, and a willingness to grow together. Skills can be improved over time. Trust and commitment are much harder to build.
Now you might be wondering, does this actually work? The answer is yes, but only when it's done the right way. Before you use this strategy, there are a few golden rules you should never ignore. Rule number 1, be honest. Never tell people that success is guaranteed. Never promise income that you can't deliver. Be transparent from the very first conversation. Rule number 2, put everything in writing. Even if you're working with just one person, write down the agreement. Clearly define each person's role, responsibilities, and how revenue or profits will be shared if the business succeeds. A simple written agreement can prevent misunderstandings later. Rule number 3, respect your team. Just because someone is joining a revenue-sharing partnership doesn't mean their work has less value. Treat every team member like a professional. Listen to their ideas. Communicate regularly. Build a culture of trust. Fourth rule, choose the right people. Don't build your team based only on technical skills. Look for people who are reliable, committed, and willing to grow with the business. The right attitude is often more valuable than perfect skills. Finally, remember this. A successful business isn't built by finding people who work for you. It's built by finding people who are willing to grow with you. When everyone is working toward the same goal, your startup has a much better chance of becoming a real business. Let's quickly recap what we've learned today. You don't always need a huge budget to start a business. You don't always need to hire a full-time team before you launch. Sometimes the smartest strategy is to build partnerships instead of payroll. If you have access to opportunities and someone else has the skills, together you can build something that neither of you could build alone. But always remember, this strategy only works when it's based on honesty, transparency, and fairness. Don't overpromise. Don't mislead people. Be clear about your vision, your business model, and your revenue sharing structure from the very beginning. The right people won't join you because of empty promises. They'll join because they believe in your vision and see a genuine opportunity to grow with you. Every successful business starts with one decision: to stop waiting and start building. So if you've been waiting for the perfect time to launch your business, maybe today is the day you take the first step. If you're serious about building your own business, but you're struggling to find the right people, don't give up. Leave a comment below and tell us what kind of team you're trying to build. Whether you're looking for a graphic designer, video editor, developer, marketer, or any other skilled professional, we'll do our best to guide you and share practical ideas that can help you connect with the right talent. If you found value in today's video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our future business strategies. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep building, keep learning, and keep creating smarter solutions. Think about it. Every successful business needs two things. The first is opportunity. The second is execution. Many people have access to business opportunities, but don't have the time or the team to execute their ideas. At the same time, many talented professionals have incredible skills, but struggle to find consistent opportunities to use them. When you bring these two together, both sides can benefit. You focus on finding clients, building the brand, and growing the business. Your team focuses on delivering high-quality work. As the business grows, everyone shares in the success according to the agreement. That's why this model can be so powerful. Instead of creating an employer versus employee relationship from day one, you're creating a team that is working toward the same goal. When people know their success is connected to the company's success, they're often more motivated to contribute ideas, solve problems, and help the business grow. But remember, this model isn't magic. It only works if you lead with honesty, communicate clearly, and treat your team with fairness and respect. If you can do that, you'll have a much better chance of building a strong business without carrying the financial burden of full-time salaries in the beginning.